Money changes everything. Money changes everything.
Another one.
Yeah, my nigga. Against
Yeah.
changes everything.
Money changes everything. Yeah. For my niggas going east side. Yeah. For my niggas going west side. Yeah. For my niggas staying south side. Yeah. Yeah. I used to call you every time my world was going down. If I had a problem, you're the only one to know. All the little dirty secrets, yeah, we did them all. Switching hoes with my nigga, yeah, we fuck them all. We used to spend a lot of hours counting money, bro. $30 bills, stuck them in the shoebox. Yeah, we had to put our money in the bank, cause all the niggas always wanna get it cut free. Why you switching up? Tell me what I'm doing wrong. It used to be you and me against the fucking world. Like the flesh and blood, you and me untouchable. Homie got my six even when I'm doing wrong. I guess the paper chased my homie right in front of me. The more a nigga gets, more them haters gonna be. Who to trust when your only nigga once you gone? I guess I'm gonna face the truth with my nines on. Yeah. For my niggas going east side. Yeah. For my niggas going west side. Yeah. For my niggas staying south side. Yeah. 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 My grandma used to hate it every time we heading out. She used to holler, nigga, pray before you go away. I gotta stop it here, right? I gotta stop it here. I hope you like that one too, right? You know, as an artist, I keep on trying compose music and all that stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the video, right? Switch scenarios, and you know, my kid is up and all that noise. I had to switch and record in my car. So anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are fine. I wanted to say it right. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we'll look at market performance for the past 24 hours. I know, right? I know. After that, we'll look at prices in details. And right after that, we'll check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Anyways, yeah. Oh la la. Before that, again, you guys already know what's up, right? This is my millionaire journey. Okay, a channel which we dedicate in finding things, assets, maybe risk assets. I think I also started to think about talk about stocks that I invest into, but I think it's not the right time yet. Just like my Bitcoin trade, it's not the right time, because if I start including it right now, when I know it is a little bit late in the market, somebody's gonna do it and they're gonna lose money, and that's something I don't like. As a trader, I don't like to lose money. I don't know about you, and that, again, just like I said, these are my strategies. If you want to copy them, fine. If you don't want to, that's fine. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and I try to give you things the way that you will benefit from it, not when you lose from it. Okay, That's why we talk about Quant. That's why we talk about Jasmine, and that's why we talk about the mother of all of them, which is King Casper. Okay. The other guy, the other day, somebody told me, yeah, you stop talking about Quant because Quant is doing this, and I said, man, are you even watching Quant prices? Are you are you even looking at the way Quant is moving? The reason why I don't talk about Quant every day is because those guys, they have a lot of privacy. They don't show you much of what's going on. I also figure out that if you all the videos I've made about Quant, they should have explained everything. Okay. Excuse me, let me lower this down. I always forget to do that. They should have explained everything on how the financial system is about to start functioning. They should have explained it. You heard the other day one of our magician, Magicius, when he said it, that the Swift is old. Okay, there is something better on blockchain who is about to take over the Swift system. And I've said this many times here. You have to look. What can replace the Swift? It's not XRP. It's not XRP, guys. It is not. So like, I think I'm obligated to show you this picture one more time so that you get an overview, and when you get time, go research it. Go research, because I'm telling you, the only thing competing with the Swift system is the M bridge. I've said it so many times. Go research it. And many countries have started to use the M bridge. That's why I'm telling you now. Most people still don't realize that sooner than later, the thing everybody's waiting for is project gateways. Project gateways is going to include when banks, actual little banks, start to use that M bridge, because that's how it works, right? For me to send money to you in Europe, I need to go through my bank, right? And the bank need to use the Swift system, and the Swift system there's a lot of things that go on there. But now the faster and more efficient way is the M bridge. So yeah, but for them to use M bridge, they have to buy and hold Quant, stake Quant. You don't understand the implication of this. But anyways, let me show you. For those of you who said XRP, XLM, blah blah blah, and I'm telling you, XRP, XLM, and all those little things, they cannot function without the Quant over ledger. That transaction highway that you think XRP has is the Quant over ledger. All right, so let me show you that quick. Excuse me for a second. So yeah, this is where we start first. If you want to look at this, okay, you have the tokenized asset, you have gold, silver, all those precious metals, right? You see on one side, you do have the XRP, you have Stellar Lumen, XDC, you have Algorand and IOTA, all of them, right? They all go into the same, no matter what route you take, they end up in this, let me point this out right quick. Let me change the color to red. Here, it all points out here. You see that link? That is what I'm about to show you next, because everything follow the lines, okay? They all point out to the ISO 222. That's what it all points out to. And now, pay attention to the next one, because as you can see, it's not jumping from Ripple XRP to that. It's not jumping from Stellar ISO to that. No, it's not. It all goes through that same one line. Okay. And now, if you look at this, again, you will see the ISO next to it. It is the Swift system, right? If you look, let me blow it out a little bit. See, as you guys can see, this splits into here ISO 2022, which at the center of all this, 222, at the center of all it is Quant. That is what it is. And as you guys can see, it's not next to XRP, it's not next to XLM, it's not next to any other thing else. Look, again, those of you who has that selective vision, see, ISO 2022, 222 is next to Swift system. Now, let me show you the next picture. As you guys can see, everything, the IMF stablecoins, everything, Stellar Lumens, XRP, all of that is tied to the ISO 222. Now, those of you, when you have time, go and research ISO 222. And once you do, get the image of it. Once you get the image, this is what you will get. Come on. Not this guy. This is what you will get. Excuse me for a second. This is the image you will get when you go to the ISO 222. As you guys can see below, see that? ISO. Okay, so if you look in the center of all of it, it is Quant over Ledger. See? You see it right there. I don't know. Whoever that is talking about XRP is going to replace the Swift system. And you kind of laugh. I laugh about it because, see, in the middle, follow all the black lines. It doesn't matter what line you want to choose. XRP is at the top, right? See it? XRP is at the top. What does the line of XRP leads to? What does it leads to? Look at it. XRP right here. Follow the line of XRP where? Quant over Ledger. Stellar Lumen right there. Follow the line, Quant over Ledger. You follow the H bar. Follow the H bar, Quant over Ledger. So no matter which one you choose or how you want to use it. Okay, XDC. See, that's your XDC. Everybody else who tells you, oh yeah, you're gonna take XDC. See, XDC. Follow it, Quant over Ledger. IOTA right there. Where does it lead? Quant over Ledger. See, that's what I'm telling you. Like, there is not much to be said. The infrastructure has been laid down by the Quant. It's already been laid down. So for me, yeah, I hold some of the XRP, but much when it comes to that section, much of my money is on the Quant. Okay, why go buy apples when I can own the tree? So you understand? Because when I own the tree, I can get even the apple. The apples comes with it, right? Comes with it. So this is what I've been trying to tell people, like, pay attention to the Quant, because that's where the money is. Because sooner than later, right now, they are having those meetings. They are having all those things that is happening right now in the financial system. Most people don't want to believe it when I tell you bull run will not last long. Will not, because like if you start paying attention, a lot of people pay a lot more attention to the M2 markets. Okay, I pay attention. Let me give you my little secret right now so that you guys will know. I pay attention first to the M2, second to the bond market. Okay, which of them? Some people call it the move market. Okay, or the move index, depends on what you want to call it. I pay attention to the DXY, the dollar value. Pay attention to the USDT, what you call it? I'm running the word. I haven't said separate word for it. It's not a volume. Market cap. USDT market cap dominance. Those are the things I pay attention to. And if you go look at it, a couple of months ago, when all this started, when Trump started with the Liberation Day stuff, and Margex came out and Alakazam and things went to shit. So I told you guys, this happening here with countries dumping US bonds, okay, they can't kill the economy, because the government is going to come in and they are going to either themselves buy those bonds or make commercial banks buy them bonds. Therefore, if you look, go pay attention to that. The government has started buying those less volatile or liquid bonds. They have started to buy it. That's why you see the stock market starts to move up a little bit. That's why you see a lot of these assets, much more like risk assets, they started to show that price movement. Okay, so now if you go look at the M2, the M2 is also showing price that, because where Bitcoin usually lag behind 3 months of the M2 market chart, whether it's going up or whether it's going down, it usually lag behind around 2 to 3 months. That's why I have that July 9th. I have it. And July 9th, depending on how the government is going to react with the interest rates. If the cut interest rate, we might be pushed to August or even September. Okay, but I am watching July 9 like a hawk. The month of July, anyways, if you want to put it that way, because I want to see how those things I mentioned earlier are going to react. Because even if you look at it, look at the USDT market dominance. It's been going up, right? It's been going up because, yeah, I don't know how you look at it. I invert it, because when it goes down, for me, it's going up. When it gets to that peak, yeah, market is going to start dumping. So you have to look at those kind of things. And again, look at the US GDP. That's also another thing that I also look at. If you look at the US GDP, you will see that it has dropped and it keeps on dropping. That's why our good magician Trumpicius is trying to make the Feds start to cut rates. Okay, he wanted the weak dollar, and we got it. We got a weak dollar. But now, if with the GDP, the first quarter coming in negative, if we come in again negative for the second quarter, that is automatic recession. And Trump wants to kick that can down the line a little bit more, because yeah, we've been doing it since 2022. I'm telling you, I've been all you have to do is pay attention to the move index. Okay, the US markets bonds. Pay attention to it. Like, for example, let me pull it up a little bit. People, let me pull it up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here, this is the market, the move index. I put this out, and then you guys can pay attention. You guys can do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, this is the since 2005. I just expanded it all out. Let me try to show you, and then you will see when we go to the peak, the recession kicks in. When they go to the lowest, economy rallies up, right? So for example, let's take 2008. No, not 5 days. I want to take the whole here. See, this is when it peaked in 2008, right? I think it was October. Yeah, October 1st, 2008. See, that's when it peaked. And you guys remember, recession kicked in just a day or two, a couple of days after that. As you can see, the we went downstairs. Economy went to shit until we've been going down. Like I told you guys, we've been going down since 2022. But economy went to shit until probably around what is this? Not 2000, not 1 month. No, all of it until here. Okay, 2020. We've been having, first of all, 2008 economy rallies up around 2013. Yeah, did a couple bit better. Then 2020, the COVID hit. You guys do remember, right? It even dropped all the way down, 2020. Then here, this is when I told you the economy was doing good all the way from that to 2013 till here, 2020. And you guys remember, I told you we've been in this recession since 2022, right? So yeah, it is something that most people are not paying attention to. Many people are just like, yeah, bull market is going to last till the market is going to be a huge bull market. And I'm telling you, man, you got it wrong. It's not going to be a macro bull market. This, when they tell you this macro big cycle is on the bearish side. That's why I am paying attention, guys. I'm paying attention to all these macro things happening. Right now, the US has not cut rates, and the M2 is sitting that high, okay? I will pay attention. Let's see by July. Let's see what the M2 does. Let's see what the move index does. Let's see all that stuff. That's what I'm paying attention to. And if the government comes in, okay, and cuts rates in June, which again, people are beginning to say like, yeah, I don't think they're going to wait till June. But I think they're going to cut rates probably this May, because we have an FOMC, May 6, May 7? I think we do have that. We do have that FOMC. If they come in and cut rates, they are going to avoid a lot of things. Because if they wait until June or July, that will mean the second quarter is almost over and recession will be inevitable. That means it's going to be worse than 2008. And to avoid this, they are going to cut rates the sooner than the later. Okay, so if they do, that's why I tell you, pay attention in July. If they do cut rates, the M2 might be moving even a little bit higher, which means Bitcoin, like I told you a video or two, I don't know how many times, or even 3 or 4 videos behind, I am looking at $130,000 Bitcoin by July. Okay, if the cut rates and the M2 moves higher, I don't think Bitcoin will go past $160,000. But anyways, let's wait and see. Or the opposite could happen, and even though the cut rate, it might be too late for it to have any influence, and then by July the 9th, Bitcoin sitting at 130,000, and that will be the end of the bull run. But again, I'm saying those are the things I'm paying attention to, and those are the dates I am watching. Okay, I'm telling you, man, this is not something. a lot of people will be caught with their hands down. They would not know what just hit them. But go pay attention. Pay attention to the M2. Pay attention to the move index. Pay attention to the DXY, okay, which is the US dollar. Pay attention to the GDP. There's a lot of things going on because GDP came down 3% less than what they were expecting, which again shows you recession is here. So Uncle Sam would not wait till December to go and start cutting rates. That would be way too late. As you guys can see, Margex Trumpicius is urging them quickly, like, you need to cut rates. You need to do this because the US dollar is free falling. I think last time I checked it, is it yesterday or the before yesterday? Or is it, when did I check it? Earlier today, because I was up around 5 o'clock in the morning. It was down 9%. So yeah, Trump does not want this to happen. We wanted a weak US dollar. Yeah, we wanted that. And yeah, we have achieved that because for those of you who follow the news, China is about to make a deal with the US because everybody else is making that deal. The only thing that is left right now to make that boom, to make economy go up temporary, is going to be cutting those rates. So once they do, we already know Bitcoin is behind, like I said, behind the M2 and all the move index, all that stuff. They're behind 3 months. If you count it, okay, if the cut rates in, let's say, May, you have June, July, August. So that's why I'm paying attention. I don't like to wait the price confirmation. I like to exit the market before everybody and their grandmama starts to do that. Okay, so but if they do that in June, then we have July, August, September, 3 months. Okay, go check any bull run you ever seen. When Bitcoins take off, usually take off 3 months straight and the market is over with. So everything depends on the macroeconomy. Like I've always told you, pay attention to the macroeconomy. All the 4-year cycle still intact. But from now on, with the involvement of institution, ETFs and all that stuff, the timing is not going to be the same. The timing of the bull run and the bear market has forever changed. It's not going to be the same. Bull run right now, it is, how you call it? Bitcoin right now, it is the opposite of what Satoshi imagined. Bitcoin right now is more centralized than you thought, because now it's all going to start depending on what the government does. So yeah, if you think a bull run is going to last till January next year, well, I don't know what to tell you. Me, yeah, I'm paying attention to a lot of stuff to be able to prove it. And again, let's see what the market does after July. Okay, that might be the top of it, or maybe it can run a little bit more, but I'm telling you, this bull run will not last that long. Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's look at the market, see how the market has been performing, because yeah, I am so excited with Casper right now, guys. I am super duper excited because like when you look at this, let me show you this right quick. Look at this. We have 1 day, 22 hours left. I am so excited about this, man. This is something we've been waiting for how long now? We've been waiting for this. So we about to see Casper do his thing. Understand? I can't wait to see the introduction of stable coins, start to see how the market reacts. I want to see how the volume is going to react and all that stuff, man. I can't wait, man. I am so excited. Very excited. So anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. To do that, we're going to need our good friend, Crypto Bubbles, right here. We're going to need this. Anyways, I was checking out this one. As you guys can see right here, what do you see? I keep telling you, right? Bull run. All season is here. And people like, I don't understand. All season is here. I was looking at this ZBCN, and it's like somebody talking about it, and I went to look at it. That's why you saw that. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from it. You want, you can go. But if you ask my opinion, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from it. Because these things, I don't think they're gonna have much life once smart contracts go live on Casper. But anyways, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want to do. But again, you guys can see Bitcoin is having a correction day. What is altcoins doing? Bitcoin was pumping yesterday. What did altcoin do? What did altcoins do? So yeah, I'm telling you, you just have to buy the right coin, which in my personal opinion, not your financial advisor, the money is in utility coins. That's where it is. And make as much money as you can from them before Casper goes live. Because those utility tokens, it's going to depend. If they migrate to Casper, they might have life. If they don't, and somebody else makes a project on Casper that does exactly the same thing, they are dead. That's simple. So yeah, let's start first. Let's look at our king, see how the king is doing today. KAS, look right here. We have for the past hour, Casper is up 1.3%, 0.6% down on the day, 2% down on the weeks, and 56.5% up on the month, and 8.4% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $2.56 billion, and it's on a 24 hours volume traded at $78.96 million. Okay, see the volume? I told you, pay attention to that volume, right? Now, you look at Quant, the banker's coin, which is a QNT. Now we have here Quant QNT. We have 0.5% down the last hour, 1.8% up on the day, 14% up on the week, 25.7% up on the month, 16% down the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.24 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $18.22 million. Again, those of you who don't understand, I keep saying that Quant is very and severely undervalued. Quant is a $5,000 token, and a lot of people don't pay attention to this until it's too late. You're about to find out. I'm telling you, the financial system is changing, and Quant has that structure already written down. So yeah, we're about to see. Okay, you're about to watch. But anyways, now let's look at Jasmy, the Japanese Bitcoin, and we have here 0.2% down the last hour, 2.8% down on the day, 8.3% down on the week, 66.1% up on the month, and 2% down the year, sitting at the market cap of $793.65 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $24.78 million. Now, last but not the least, let's look at Cubic. High risk, high reward. Excuse me. Sitting flat the last hour, 2.1% up on the day, 5.8% down on the week, 55.2% up on the month, and 69.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $168.39 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.19 million. That volume is too low. Now, look at Bitcoin. Like I told you, we start looking at it because of the last legs that we are in. So you see, that explains why Jasmy is doing bad. For the last hour, sitting flat, 1% down on the day, 2.3% up on the week, 17.8% up in the month, and 63% up in the year. Looking at a market cap of $1.91 trillion and the 24 hours volume traded at $16.41 billion. So yeah, you can see why the entire market is doing down, because on the day Bitcoin is dumping or is taking a correction, right? A lot of people like to they like to cry about it. Anyways, now let's go look at prices in details. I'm gonna choose my trading view right quick, and I want to go here. See, again, the madness is still there. DXY dropping, Bitcoin dropping. Yeah, let's see, one of them has to give. Either Bitcoin starts to go up and DXY dropping, or Dixie goes up, Bitcoin dropping. But we know that it's going to be Bitcoin is going to go up because it's the weekend. Dixie, they don't trade. Stock market doesn't trade on the weekend. So yeah, let's go look at first of all, I'm going to change this to King Casper. Okay, now this is the 1 hourly. Okay, what do we see? We broke out, right? We broke out, ribbon facing upwards. Yeah, what you saw this morning, again, a couple of like 4 or 5 hours ago. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is doing its thing. It went up too fast. Okay, so yeah, the entire market is gonna do the same thing until one day we will see. I keep telling you, like, Bitcoin is not how you say it. how do I word this? I keep telling you that Casper is the real Bitcoin, and one day you will see it decouple from all this. One day you will. So far, it is following whatever that Bitcoin is doing. But anyways, if you're a day trader, yeah, I gave you the sign yesterday, and if you wanted to take advantage of it, good. If you don't want to, that's also good. Although, if you, as you guys can see, we broke out of it, and the uptrend is still there because the ribbon's still green. We are squeezing right now, getting ready for the next move, which will go past this one, that this little correction that it just have on the hourly, because I already told you the target of this is even at 17 cents. That's the first pit stop that we have, but the entire thing, okay, is at 20 or even 21 cents. Well, we will go into price discovery. If you go on the 4 hourly, so you guys can see, we are still the same. Look at the ribbon, still green. It has started to curve upwards. Okay, we broke out again. I don't like when price just goes straight up like this. Normally I would like to see it come and retest the previous resistance, turn it into support. What do I mean by that? You see that that the white line, okay? It is always good for price to break out like this and come back, retest this line. But sometimes, as you guys can see, the ribbon is serving as support. So we came back, bounce on the ribbon. It looks like we're going higher. And what this usually do is that it gives the moving average a chance to come up and catch up to it. So by the time the moving average gets here, price will be probably up there 13, 14 cents. So in case we have a relapse, it will have a relapse down to like 11 or 12 cents, something like that. So that's what we're looking at right now. And if you ask me, yeah, a lot of people panic when they see that kind of move. That's why it's always important, and it's always better for price to come and always, once we break out of an important resistance, it's always good to come back and retest it and keep on climbing. But so far so good, everything looks great for me. It's just my personal preferences, how I like things to happen. I would rather have all the pain right now versus a little bit later when you're excited, you know, somebody takes the candy out of your mouth. Some people can't handle that. You will see them start to fud the coin. But anyways, if you go look at it on the daily, look at it right here, you see something. See? You remember when I was telling you about the ribbon, right? So a lot of people call me crazy. People say, no, 1 cent, 1 cent. And I kept telling you, excuse me. And I kept saying it. I kept telling you, no, it's not going to happen. Okay. This is just by looking at the ribbon, because we were down here, right? And I was looking at the ribbon starting to curve. And I told you it's not going to happen. The price is going to go up. Now, was I right or not? As you guys can see, yeah, the ribbon just turned green and it is full mode going up. Okay, there's a lot of bullish momentum on Casper right now, and many people don't even see it. And again, if you go on the weekly, you will see. That's why I tell you the targets right now are very clear. Targets are super duper clear. Let me zoom out a little bit. On the short term, we do have right here, bring my arrow. We do have, come on. We do have here, first target, okay, it's gonna be the white line. See this? This white line, 13 and a half, almost 14 cents. Second is going to be this guy sitting at 17 cents, which is the orange line. But the major target of this is past all-time high, because this is a falling wedge. See these white lines? See them? These white lines, they are falling wedge that broke out, came back, retest, and up we went. And look at the ribbon again. All the price action you're looking at right now, almost 10, 11 cents, ribbon still red and it's still curving upwards. By the time it turns green and start to move up there, this thing should be past probably 17, 18, or even all-time high. You're about to see this, because right now price is still trying to break into the ribbon, right? So I am excited right now. So excited, not just because of the price, but because of the transition that Casper is into. We are about to see Casper go into smart contracts capabilities. And then a lot of you who thought I am crazy by telling you that $10 Casper are going to be hitting their heads on the wall, because again, history let me go back here, let me go right there, because again, history does not repeat, but it rhymes. I'm telling you, you guys have to look at charts. For example, I gave you an example with the Ethereum. What happened to Ethereum? Ethereum got those smart contracts, the first programmable blockchain ever. When it happened, it jumped up, I don't know how much, but it went up to like 4 grand. It went up like crazy. Bitcoin, look at the chart of Casper right now and look at Bitcoin if you add Bollinger Bands to it. Bitcoin did that when Bitcoin started, and it was around, what was it, $21, $20, something like that. When it did that, Bitcoin jumped from that to the next all-time high. And a lot of people were calling it crazy. That it's well from $21 to $7,000. Now you have something that is better than Bitcoin and Ethereum combined. And you look at the Bollinger Bands, look at all that, it has the same setting. I'm telling you guys, Casper is a $10 coin. And again, those of you who don't believe it, let's just say, yeah, markets are different. If we repeat the same thing, and Casper does even half of what those Bitcoin and Ethereum did, that will put Casper at the $5 or $6. That's where it will put it. That's why every time you watch my videos and I tell you if Casper performs badly, it's going to be around $5 or $6. That's what I'm keeping in consideration. That's what I'm doing. But anyways, it's up to you. It's just that's your money, not mine. Anyways, like, let's go right quick. Let's go look at Quant, QNT. Okay, the banker's coin. And we have here QNT, USDT. Where are you? Come on. USDT. Let's see right here. This one. Now, see, despite whatever that is happening in the market, remember I told you, we were having a diamond pattern, right? Was I right or was I wrong? Was I right or was I wrong? That's what I want to know. As you guys can see, diamond pattern is doing exactly what I told you it will happen, right? Breaking out right now, and we're heading to that to that target. Like, again, please, trading Quant right now, this is what we call during a trade. I wouldn't want to do it, guys. I will wait for it to get to the target, see what the market does when we get into that after trade movement, and then you can see if you want to have an entry. Right now, my friends, is a falling knife. You don't want to deal with it. You want to wait. You want to wait. But if you want to get into it, make sure you scale your trades. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm only telling you what I am doing. So yeah, it's up to you to make that decision whether you want to do it or not. If you go look on the 4 hourly, look, somebody said my chart reading skills were not good, but so far, please comment if I was right or not. As you guys can see, right? We had that. Now we're blowing and it's going. Again, let me go on the daily. There's not much I can tell you because I like to wait until the chart gets to that the point, and from there I will reassess the market to see what we are doing. But so far you can see the chart is saying right now that this movement that Quant started, target, come on, I hate when they do this. Target goes all the way up again, $88 or $90. Look at the ribbon. It hasn't turned green yet, just like I've been saying. It's about to turn green. Next target after that is right here, $105. Or you want to go to the weekly, that should even show you better. Okay, we are looking at those prices, and again, for me, I'm looking at it to break that $100, come back, retest, and keep going, or follow the double bottom. You see the double bottom? You have the first bottom, then we went up to 174, and then the second bottom. Now we need to break that 174, but before we do that, we have this price target. Okay, we have this one, 125, 151, 164. So yeah, by the time we break that 174, turn that into support, yeah, it's a big W that we are forming. And Quant is looking at that all-time high very, very soon, or even price discovery. But anyways, that's something that you have to take in consideration. If you want to, or if you don't want to, that's your problem. All I'm telling you is, like, this is my millionaire journey. Yeah, we are not waiting for money to trickle down. We are not waiting for money to trickle down. We are not doing that, guys. The alt season is already here, and proof is right now. Look at the coins that we are trading. The proof is there. How you used to call that guy that used to sprinkle salt on the meat? We are not waiting for that. No, we are not doing that. Anyway, like this, let's go back right quick. So as you guys can see, everything is playing according to plan on Quant, right? So please, if you want to trade this, like right now, it looks like the price action is about to start going up again. You see this sideways did. Let's see. Let's have a confirmation above that $85. If it confirms, yeah, it's going to continue upwards. So if you want to trade this, you just be careful, okay? It's about to do its thing. It's about to start going up. Like you guys can see what happened here, right? That's exactly what's about to happen. But anyways, let's go and look at Jasmine. For me, I don't think I need to, but due to formalities, yeah, I guess I need to look at it every day with you guys. So you look at Jasmine, and then we go to US Binance, Binance right here. We look at Jasmine again. This is why I say there's no point, because Bitcoin is doing its thing. Jasmine is gonna do the same, right? So yeah, for those of you day trading, yeah, this is your headache. This is your headache. You'll be chasing this. This is why I am a long-term trader. And if you guys can remember, I told you I do not like when price does not come down to retest. But anyways, yeah, it looks like we're looking at Jasmine going sideways, depending on whatever that Bitcoin does. Because again, like I said, if Bitcoin today reverses and stop the sideways, starts to move towards $105,000, you're about to see Jasmine do the unthinkable, which a lot of people are not expecting. For me, I already shown you guys, okay? As you guys can see, the target of this move we are forming right now is above 2.3 cents. That's where it is going. Those of you who like to wait for price confirmation, yeah, you can wait for that 2.3 cents. On the meantime, if I zoom it out, you look at the ribbon. Even with the price going down and following Bitcoin, ribbon still green. This is a bullish sign. That's what I'm telling you. It's still bullish. So yeah, we got to see this do its thing and then take off from there. Okay, so if you look at it on the daily, let's see on the daily, what we see is that things different. There, you see the ribbon just turned green. So I've been telling you this for the longest. Look, it was curving. If you had taken entry when I was telling you ribbons start to curve and then you scale it up, you will be doing perfectly good today. But hey, I'm not a day trader, so I just do this because a lot of you requested it. Again, I told you I'm not your financial advisor. I'm only going to show you how I read my charts and how I consider what I consider before I enter a trade or something like that when I was a day trader. But anyways, if you had entered one, you should have been up significantly right now. As you guys can see, ribbon is curving upwards. It's turning green, and there we go. And again, price always follows the moving average, and that's exactly what you're about to see. If you go look at the MACD, look at the RSI, those are also going to help you, make the decision. Okay, whenever you enter a trade, those all usually also help. And you can also, not just that, like I said, add Bollinger Bands to it. See if they're hugging the Bollinger Band upwards or downwards. There's a lot of things that go to it. That's why I say, please, you need to go and practice. Every time I tell you this, okay, you need to practice. So yeah, Jasmine is doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing. If you go into the weekly, like I said, right now, look at the ribbon on the weekly. See, it's still red, but it has started to curve upwards. Right there, that is a sign that tells you that this thing is about to go even further. So right now we're looking at 2.3 cents. That's the major resistance. We break above that, we have a 3.8 cents. That is also a resistance. And after that, we have 4.5 cents. We need a daily candle close above 4.5 cents. And this thing is this thing is going, it's flying. Okay, so yeah, pay attention to Jasmine. Now let's go look at the last but not the least, Bitcoin. Like I told you guys, Bitcoin is something that we're gonna start paying attention to because yeah, we're in that last leg. So again, on the 1 hourly, see, even with the price correction that happened all last night, ribbon still green. That's what I keep telling you, right? Ribbon still green, and we are pointing upwards. And the next move is it has already started playing. the next move, which shows you that, look at the ribbon is squeezing, it's about to have that pop. I told you between the DXY and the Bitcoin is the weekend. Therefore, DXY probably going to remain negative and Bitcoin is going to take off. So, as you guys can see, it's exactly what is happening. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, okay, see, 4-hourly, after the little price correction that we had, you see ribbon still facing upwards. I still have my targets. Okay, now like I told you guys, it's always normal. That's for me, that's what I like to see. Okay, I like to see the price to correct. If you extend this a little bit further, you will see here, and that's exactly what Bitcoin just did. We break out, we come back and retest former resistance, turn it into support. That's what we just did. See, breakout, come back, retest, and up we went. So everything's still playing exactly like I told you. If you look at it on the daily, again, ribbon pointing upwards, it has turned green, and now we are going. We are up to the races, right? And again, people calling me crazy for putting those lines right there for those dates. For me, they are my personal guidance. I don't know about you, but when I put my charts together, I like to have those guidance dates. Like as you guys can see, let me take this off. Like I showed you guys yesterday. See, whenever those lines are green, that means price is going to cross them being green. You remember we talked about the yellow line, you remember, and I told you guys about it. Now look, I do have here, like I showed you yesterday, Monday the 21st of April. So what happened to price? It went up. The next line I'm looking at is going to be this one. Okay, Monday 5th of May. and price is going, from what I can tell, price is going to run. And then I'm looking at the next one, this one, which is 26th of May. I think we're going to have a correction there. So yeah, I'm looking at that with my, I put charts together and I look at that. I think we're going to have a little breather or correction. And then we have the next one is this one, the 2nd of June. I think we're going to cross that line being bullish. And then we're going to have this one, this one, the 9th of July. 9th of July, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, yeah, let's see how that one goes. 9th of June. I think we're going to have a little correction of that. And then price is going to probably cross bullish when we hit here, 16th of June. Okay, so yeah, that is things I'm looking at, and I marked this one on red because yeah, I gotta pay close attention to either the move index, the M2 market. There's a lot of things I'm going to pay attention on July the 7th, between the July the 7th and July the 10th, thereabout that. That could be the blow off top of the bull run, or there could be a continuation after that. So what I'm paying attention to is to see what the global M2 is going to do, and also looking at the move markets, what they're going to do, depending also on what the government is also about to do with the rate cuts. So yeah, those are the things that I'm paying attention to. And for those of you who've been following my channel, I told you it's going to depend a lot. This bull run is going to depend a lot on the macro economy, and that's exactly what's been playing out. So yeah, between July 7th and the 10th, let's see what all those things do. Okay, there's also other indicators which I'm looking at also on those dates. So if the M2 takes off a little bit more, then that means Bitcoin is probably going to run more. For me, I think Bitcoin by July 9th, on those dates, you're about to have us Bitcoin at $120,000 or $130,000. If it keeps going higher, it will go there to 150, 160, thereabout. Again, you can't pinpoint with exact accurate what the price is going to do. All we can do is look at that range. But anyways, I will let you guys know, because if you've been following my channel, you will also see once I see those bearish momentum start to come in, I don't wait for price confirmation. You will see me start to short Bitcoin. And I told you I will short the living Jesus out of it when the time comes. But anyways, yeah, now let's go look at my positions right quick. But before we do that, like I always said, please do not leverage trade if you don't know what you are doing, because you are going to be the most respected member of Rec City. They will buy you a first class ticket to Rec City. That's what you will have. So please do not leverage trade if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, down below I do have the links, Bydfi, which I do recommend. Okay, Then we have Phemex, and then we have Margex, and then we have Wix exchange. Follow those links, sign up, and they're going to give you free money. Each exchange is different. Once you follow the link, you will see. I know Bydfi is giving out $8,000. Wix exchange, they're talking about $30,000 plus a Lamborghini or something like that they have promotion going on right now. Phemex, I think there is a sign up bonus, and then there is a bonus for your deposit amounts. I think it is for signing up is a $50 or something like that, and deposit bonus is, I think it's anything between 500 to 1,000. I'm not sure, but yeah, for you, go look at it. And once you get the free money, take $100 out or $50. Start to practice. Start practicing, guys. I will say it again. As a trader, I will rather miss an entry than lose money. I don't know about you, but that's my principle right there. Okay, so please, you need to practice first. Now let's go look at my positions right quick. Let's start first with Bydfi. You guys already know right there, I am trading King Casper, and I am also trading Quant. As you guys can see, see that? You can look at the charts on the side, and they tell you, right? You guys do remember, I usually give you an example. Look at this chart on the side. What do you see? It was going down, now it has started to go. Today I am sitting at overall value of 10,600. Okay, even with the market correcting, he's doing his thing. Looking at my contracts, you will see here on my Casper, I am still 47% down, which is 4,200. Now look at my Quant. You see, any little movement the market does, my position, they move aggressively. I am an aggressive trader. I trade at 50x. You can pause the video if that's what you want to do, and you can look at my numbers. Look at my Quant. Just a week or a week and a half ago, this thing was sitting negative, what, 60%? Today, look at it. I am still down 28%, which is 2,900. Just day before yesterday, it was down 40 something percent, right? What do you see now? Anyways, it's up to you, right? This is the way I trade. I am a very aggressive trader. You guys already know this. I don't even need to say it again. But anyways, let's go look at Phemex. On Phemex, you guys know I am trading King Casper and the Japanese Bitcoin Jasmine. Look at that. What is those of you who are expecting Rec City? As you guys can see, I am up $9,500, and this is because the market is correcting. I think last night I saw this thing at $11,000 or something like that. As you guys can see, yeah, it is going. Now looking at my contracts, you will see, you see here for my Jasmine, this is the funniest one. On Jasmine, I remember one time I was down 95%, and people were like clapping Rec City, and I told you, yeah, let's see who's gonna laugh last. As you guys can see, yeah, I am still down 68%, which is 7,500. My Casper, I don't even need to say it. It is now up. I am up 21%, which is $900. So yeah, everything is playing according to plan. You can pause my video and you can see it. I'm an aggressive trader. I trade at 50x in all my positions. You guys, you can see it. Now, last but not the least, let's look at Wix exchange. There I am trading King Casper and Cubic. High risk, high rewards, right? Today I am sitting at $3,600. Not long ago, this thing was sitting down at $300 and people were laughing. Now who's laughing? And this is not even the numbers I'm looking at. Okay, today I am up 3,600. So if you look at my contracts, you will see here for my Cubic, I am still down 16%, which is $300. And for my Casper, I am up 49%, which is $580. As you can see right here. Again, all my positions I trade at 50x. Please do not do this unless you know what you're doing. That's, again, you can pause the video and you can look at it if that's what you're interested in doing, right? Anyways, now you have it. Macroeconomic is going to determine a lot on this bull run, because this is the first bull run that we are with the recession and all this mambo jumbo going on. Every other bull run has not been like that. That's why we were busy smooth selling to it. This one, we involved Uncle Sam into it. the macroeconomic involved into it. You have the newbies coming in, people who are FOMOing in, they don't know what the hell they're doing. So there's a lot going on, and that's why I'm telling you the mega cycle. Yeah, sorry about that. This motherfucker with his dogs. Anyways, yeah, you better pay attention to the M2. Pay attention to the move index. Pay attention to what the government is doing, because again, it is going to depend on the macro economy. Again, don't say I didn't warn you, because yeah, I can see that hot potato, man. That hot potato is getting grilled, and a lot of people are gonna well, you will see. A lot of people are gonna end up holding the hot potato. That's what's gonna happen. Anyways, yeah, don't sleep on these coins. And like I explained to you, Quant is gonna be the one. Don't sleep on Casper. Don't sleep on Jasmine. And it's almost here, right? We only have a couple of months to go. And we will sit here. I will laugh about it. So don't say I didn't warn you. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and then share ideas. Again, you never know what you are going to learn from a stranger, right? That being said, guys, thank you very much again for watching. And until I see you in my next one, please stay away from Rec City. Bye-bye.